Hello everybody, and welcome once again to Casual Gamer Oz. We are continuing our career mode on F1 2016 Season 2, Sauber driver Ben Waterworth. So we get excited for F1 2017 coming up. I've come in a little bit earlier here, because I want to see if I'm going to get a warning from our dear friend Emma. No, but we're going to get a talking to by Smuggo Magago in Chris. And I don't really give a shit about him. He's just basically telling me, like, we're slow, bugger. Just bloody well update the car. I say, get fucked, mate. I'm doing it a deliberately strategic way, so go suck yourself off. That's something that I wasn't expecting to say, but I just said it. Anyway, so I came in too early, so you're going to have to see me skip through some things here, and while I do that, let's take a look at what happened in the last Grand Prix in Azerbaijan. Qualified in 17th in a full wet race, was kind of satisfied with that one. Got off to a decent start, thought I got hit from behind, but it turned out I actually hit the wall myself. And from there, I was making my way up through the field, and was quite satisfied with how I was handling the car and looked like I was doing okay until I ran myself wide, clipped the wall ever so slightly, but it was enough to take off my front left and I was done and dusted. 5th DNF in a row. Okay, let's change that. We're at the Austrian Grand Prix, the Red Bull Ring. I was about to say the A1 Ring, but that's what it used to be called. It's the Red Bull Ring now. And this is a track that I like. Generally, you know, as soon as I say that, I'm probably going to fuck it up. But last season, 9th place I qualified, and 21st I finished after some ding-dong battles that kind of went airy, as they often do. And it was another Grand Prix where I really should have finished higher than I did. But sadly, it wasn't to be. It was not to be. So, let us get into this one right now. And we're going to dry one. That's great. Ultra soft tyres. Red Bull Ring. Let's do this. Okay, it's the shortest track on the calendar, if I'm not mistaken. And it's a fast little short bugger. As I said last season, and I'll say it again, reminds me a lot of Interlagos. I'm a fan of that one too. And we'll see how we can do this one. Ricardo on pole position pace at the moment. Wonder if that will stay that way. Obviously, we know that besides Mercedes, the only person to get pole position is myself, and Alonso obviously last round in Baku. But it doesn't look like it's going to be that way now, because we do have a Mercedes there leading the field. But I would like to get pole. Of course I would. That's what every driver wants. Is a silly thing to say. That's like saying, I would like lots of money. Really? You don't fucking say, Ben. Okay, now it's always easy to run yourself wide at that corner, and this corner too, and that's going to lose some ground on Lewis. And I think I'm not going to get pole, and I'm not even in the top 10 at the moment. Interesting. Feels I should be a lot closer to Lewis than I am right now. Coming to the final corner. Get a bit up on the curbs, and I'm not even going to get top 10. Well, this is disappointing. Felt like that was a better lap than that. And they're only going to put me in 13th, but, well, Jeff is happy, as long as Jeff's happy, right? Worse qualifying than last year. Once again, I'm continuing this trend of not being able to do better than last year, except for one Grand Prix. Alrighty, well, that means we'll have to look forward to the race day, and hopefully we can keep it on the island for once and break this string of DNFs. The only way we can do that is by getting into it. Okay. Still no written why. I reckon if I get my 6th DNF in a row, surely they have to kind of be like, hey, bugger, you suck. Fix yourself. Check yourself. Alright. Good feeling about this one, Ben. Come on, Ben. Let's do this for Austria. If I want to get more points than I did last year and finish in the top 10, I'm going to have to start catching up here. I love how I'm getting these resource points and I'm just not doing anything. I'm 909, so I'm nearly up to where I need to be. Alrighty. It's a dry race by the looks of things. Mercedes look like they're on pole again. 5 DNFs in a row. What is wrong with you, Ben? What is wrong with you? Where do we begin? It's raining! What? I thought it was dry. Oh, fuck. Well, you know, this is going to be another DNF. Okay, let's see. We have gotten Mercedes, Lockout, Rosberg, Hamilton, Ricardo, Vettel. This is one Ricardo won last year from memory, was it not? Okay, Raikkonen in 5th, Button in 6th, Verstappen, Alonso way down in 8th, pole last round, 8th this round, Perez 9th, Bottas in 10th, Hulkenberg, Massa, then myself, Grosjean in 14th, Gutierrez 15th, Palmer, wow, 16th, out-qualified his teammate, 17th for the, doesn't look anything like Magnussen, Verline, Arianto, Sainz, Kvyat, and Nazar. What a surprise, dead last. Okay. Are we winters, inters, or wets? No, we're all full wets. Okay, I like the full wets slightly more than the inters, but Alrighty. Shall we just go out and be cautious, or should we go guns blazing? Well, again, we've had 5 DNFs in a row, Ben. Oh, it's slippery. Okay, I'm just gonna... Whoa, God, I got pushed into that. Nowhere to go. Fuck off. Yeah, Jeff, shove it up your ass, mate. I'll get my front wing and I'll make sure it fits up there where the sun don't shine, buddy. I fucking know. How is that illegal? What did I do? Guessing it was a yellow flag. I am furious. I'm not even going to pit. What's the point in pitting? No point in pitting at all. If it was a dry race, maybe. Oh, this car is just ridiculous. Yeah, you can shove your viable strategy up your ass with the front wing, Jeff. Shut the fuck up. You can tell I'm angry. I'm very, very angry. I'm going to turn full Hulk here in a minute. I'm going to tiptoe around here. Well, I haven't got a penalty, so I guess there's probably no point in pitting. I'm going to assume some of these guys in front of me might, because they're travelling a lot slower than even they would just because it's wet. So if we can just limp, let's just limp. At least if there's no cars in front of us, if we get a bit of a gap, then there's no way that we can crash into anyone, but I'll probably spin off and take myself out. I'm going to put the fuel mix up to rich again, because why not? Oh, they're not going to pit though. Oh, that's a shame. Well, I'm in 18th, that's where I need to be, so if I can just maintain this position, and none of these freaking cars, there's Rio Haryanto behind me, so I'm going to take me out anytime soon. Last year it was all about the Williams taking me out of the races. This year it's all about the fucking manners. They've got no manners. They're rude pricks. Yeah, I'm going to calm down here. Let's at least finish the goddamn race. I'm doing 6 DNFs in a row. Kind of want to get fired. My last season in F1 2016, it's not like I've got anything to lose. Well, we know I'm not going to improve on last year. It's really not looking well for F1 2017, is it, folks? You're probably screaming, just use flashbacks! And I probably should, but, you know, it takes the fun out of just doing what I'm trying to do here. So, how's your day, folks? Good? Enjoy watching these videos of Casual Gamer Oz, really showing the casual side of things in their name. Oh, Jesus, that grip's terrible. Seems to be that I can just get close enough. A middle sector of purple. Go away. Go away, timing system. You're full of it. Go hang out with Jeff. He's got a front wing to put up your rectum. I think I haven't got a fastest lap all year, have I? Or my entire career. I set a fastest lap the first lap I led in China, but that's obvious because I was in the lead. Alright, tidy last section of the lap. I'll take that. Cross the line. 1.5 seconds ahead here. I keep thinking I've got a penalty. It's just what I'm used to, I guess, isn't it? Always getting penalties at some point. It's weird to think that if I finish in this, which is probably realistically if I was not overperforming a lot of the time, it's I should be very satisfied with 18th in a Sauber, and that's obviously all the team want from me. So again, we just want to finish a race. We want to finish a Grand Prix. Don't know what that noise was, just ignore that. Alright, just don't do anything stupid. I'm a lot closer to these guys this time around. I should get a bit of a run here on Suck My Balls, honey. Okay. I'll take it. Now, Manners like to go in the back of me. We don't want to go in the back of the Manor this time around. Oh, well done. Well held on to that, Ben. Just remember that I don't have a front wing, people. So, somehow the Sauber can drive very well in full wet conditions with no front wing. So, another purple middle sector. Go figure. Oh, hold on to it. No, I'm going to go wide here. I'm going to have a Renault. I'm just going to back off slightly there. Because I knew I was going to drive into the side of him, so I didn't want to do that. Okay, penultimate lap. Just going to stick this on the inside here to see if we can go up on the inside of Kevin. Hey, Kevin. Suck my balls, honey. No. Yes. Yes. Alrighty. Thank you. 17th. Where I wanted to finish anyway. Didn't actually want to win. Who wants to win the Grand Prix? 17th is where it's all at. Everyone knows that. Everybody knows that. Just ask Jolyon Palmer in real life. Oh, he's 11th, isn't he? Tell you one thing, Verline's catching up to these guys in front of me. So, could be an interesting last lap. Remember China, folks? Remember that last lap in China? Oh, wow. No purple sector that time around for the middle. Fair point. Don't know why I'm singing. This is why I do so badly, because I don't concentrate. Can you imagine me doing a race longer than 5 laps? I would never. I mean, I can't even last 1 lap in most of these Grand Prix. They would be the shortest career mode videos ever. I mean, you already look at these thinking, wow, these are short career mode videos. And they generally are. Alonso with the fastest lap, if you don't mind. Fernie boy. Alrighty. Go into this. Okay, final lap. We've got 4 cars ahead of me here that I'm fairly close to. What point of this lap do you reckon I'm going to run into one of them? I reckon up into this section just up here. Just keep an eye out here. The likelihood of me still finishing is not that high. Come on, Ben. Come on. Keep it on the island. Keep it on the black stuff. You're going to at least do that. Yes, ever so slightly. I don't think you're going to pick off any of these guys here. What do you reckon? Into this corner up here. This is an overtaking spot that I seem to like. It all depends on the brakes. Oh, it's going to go away from me. Oh. I don't know what to say. I do not know what to say. I'm not even going to say anything. Just watch what the fuck happened here. Yep. Yep. Let's go on board with Pascal. And, because this would have been right in front of him. Boom. Yep. 6 DNFs in a row. If I don't get a warning after that, then Sauber really do have limited expectations. And this time around on the final lap, why wouldn't it be? Mercedes win. Good for them. Let's just take a bit of a gander at the replay here to see where it all went wrong at the beginning. And I think I should just give up and not post these videos. Oh my goodness. Alright. So I've just gotten the start here. Cut across. It's a Haas that I clip. I go back into a Williams. I push him around. I go into a Renault. It's just ping pong all over this. What are we doing here? Playing ping pong? Seriously? And there we go. No front wing. That's generally how you roll on Casual Gamer Oz. So it's a victory to Rosberg, Hamilton in second, Ricciardo, Raikkonen, Vettel, Button, Alonso, Verstappen, Bottas, and Perez. Championship-wise, Hamilton leads, Rosberg second, Ricciardo up into third, Alonso fourth, Vettel, Verstappen, Raikkonen, Button, Perez, Bottas extends his gap over me. Hulkenberg still equal with points, American 11th. Constructors, Mercedes, and it's Red Bull and McLaren fighting over second position at the moment. It's a tight there for second. Ferrari also very close in that battle, but Mercedes romping away. Force India look pretty set there in fifth. It's Perez doing all the scoring. Hulkenberg struggling. Williams in sixth. I reckon we can still catch him if I learn how to finish a fucking race. Haas in 8th and Toro Rosso Manor. Renault, always 0 points. You'd probably assume I drive one of them given that they're just doing completely shit. This is the Austrian Grand Prix. Once again, a circuit that I apparently really well in. We'll be back for Silverstone. Oh, God. But thank you for joining in. Remember to like, subscribe, comment, tell me how bad I am and everything else in between. You've watched Casual Gamer Oz, and now you can go and actually live your proper life. Good night.